Hi guys, welcome to my channel. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to properly draft a shoulder bustier dart, whichever one you call it. So let's start. First of all, you fold your fabric into two and cut from this side. Cut from this side. So the measurements you'll be needing are your shoulder measurements, your bust measurements, your under bust, armhole, waist measurements, your breast point, your under bust, from your breast point to your shoulder to your breast point, then from your breast point, your shoulder to under bust, then from shoulder to waist. So let's start. So my shoulder measurement I'm working with is 13. Then 13, your shoulder measurement should be divided into two, and then these ones should be divided into four. Your bust, under bust, no, armhole will be into two. Just bust, under bust, and waist will be into four. So the shoulder measurement is 13. 13 divided into 2 will give you 6.5. Then ½ inch for joining to your sleeve. If you want to add sleeve, but if you're not adding sleeve, you can leave it that way. But I'll be adding sleeve to this. It will now be 7 inches. So from this 7 inches, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. This 1 inch is standard for shoulder slope. And then from the edge of your sleeve, your pattern, you take 3 inches. It's also standard to form your shoulder slope. Then I'll connect that to that 3 inches. Then from here, from this 1 inch that I came down from, you see it, from this 1 inch I came down from, I'll measure my armhole. My armhole is 13. 13 divided into 2 will give you 6.5. I'll take 6.5 here. This is my 6.5. Then I'll connect the line like this. And join it to this. The next thing to do is to input your shoulder to nipple line. That is your shoulder to breast point. That is your breast point. The breast point I'm working with is 10. Then my under bust is 13. And the waistline I'm working with is 17. And I'll be adding ½ inch for joining to my down pattern. I'll join the line. Yeah, so I'll finish joining the line. This is my armhole, this is my breast point, this is my under bust, and this is my waist. This is ½ inch to join to the down pattern. So the next thing to do is to take your bust to bust, that is your nipple to nipple measurement. That is the distance between your two breasts. The one I'm working with is 3.5, but because I'll be needing ½ inch to join it back to the other side, I'll be putting 4 inches. I'm using the original measurement is 3.5, but because of ½ inch that I'll use to join it back, I'll now use 4 inch. I've joined the line. So the next thing is you come to your shoulder line. From this shoulder slope, you measure what you have here. As you can see, what I have here is 4 inches. Then you find the midpoint of whatever you have there. That is 2 inches. Then you come to your breast point. You come up by 1 inch and go down by 1 inch. This is to eliminate that pointiness at the breast area. The essence of this is to eliminate that pointiness at this area after sewing it, so that your breast will not be pointy. Our breast is not pointy, so that's the essence of it. So you bring this point, this midpoint, you bring it down to this 1 inch. Yeah, so the next thing you will do is to take your shoulder dart. You take 1/2 inch on both sides. Take 1/2 inch on both sides. Then you join it here. So the next thing we are going to work on is our armhole. But before then, you take your bust measurement. My bust measurement is 36. 36 divided into 4 will give you 9. You put that. Then you add your sewing allowance. I'll be using 2 inch for sewing allowance. I'll extend this line. So you come here, you find the midpoint of this. Remember, the midpoint will now be 3 1/4. So this is the midpoint. You come in by 1/2 inch. At the midpoint, you come in by 1/2 inch. Then you connect it. I hope you can see this. You connect it. You connect from the armhole to this point. Then connect to the shoulder. Yeah, that is it. So the next thing to do now is to add back this 1 inch that we took from here. You have to add it back so that you will not be running short of fabric at the shoulder. So remember, we took 1 inch, that is 1/2 inch on both sides. We took 1 inch for the shoulder dart, so we are going to add it back here. So from this line, you add 1 inch here. Then you come to your armhole line. You see there is you have allowance here, because you're going to cut this off. You need to put it back. So what I have here is 1/2 inch. Then how you add this, remember this is our armhole line. This one here, this outer one here is our armhole line. So to add it back, you add from here now. So all you need to do from this midpoint, you add 1/2 inch here. This is where my 1/2 inch falls. So all you have to do now is to add it back to this 1 inch. I hope you can see this. Add it back to this 1 inch, and then you create your new armhole. Yeah, so this is our new armhole now. So the next thing to do is to impute our dart. So you come to your waistline, you add 1 inch on both sides. You come to your under bust, you add 1 inch on both sides. Then you connect it to this 1 inch line here. Remember when we took this 1 inch, so that, because if you put it here, it will give you that pointiness at the breast area. So to eliminate that, we came down by 1 inch. So now we have to connect our dart. You connect it to that 1 inch. Yeah, so this is it. The next thing now is to add our measurements. We already have our bust measurements here. So my under bust is 27. If you divide that into 4, you have 6.75. So here I'll be adding 6.75. 6.75 is after this half inch here. The next, if you pass one line, the next one, that is your 6.75. Then you measure whatever you have here. You took out 2 inches here. You put it back. Then you add 2 inches for our sewing allowance. Then you repeat the same thing. My waist is 26. If you divide it by 4, we have 6.5. Add 6.5 plus 2 inches for that, and 2 inches for sewing allowance. So now we'll put our neckline. Depends on what neckline you're working with. For me, I will go with, let me maintain that 3 inches. 3 inches by, I'll go down by 6 inches because I want a V-neck. This is subject to change. It depends on the shoulder line you want. For me, I think this is okay for me. So now we'll cut out that. Remember, while cutting, you're not to cut from here. This is the one you are going to cut. So let's start. As you can see, I started cutting from that half inch for joining to the down part. Then this is the part you're going to cut, not this one. This is the one you're going to cut. But here you have to level this line so it will not be pointy here. Just do it like this so that it will not be pointy. Then you cut it like this. You see the one I'm cutting? Take it all the way down. Then you take this part out. So this is after cutting it. This is what we have now, and this is our shoulder part, shoulder dart, bustier pattern.